Everyone, so I'm going to do a video showing you, it's been a requested video showing you all of my Makeup Revolution palettes. I'm going to include the I Heart Makeup ones as well. So I currently have a tray that's got 20 Makeup Revolution palettes plus, let me get them all, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 other palettes that are I Heart Makeup ones. So I'll start with those actually because it's weird kind of how I've come about them. So I received some free palettes from when I ordered some Makeup Revolution, and the two which don't fit anywhere are sort of these palettes here, these round ones. Now, although I would never have chosen these myself, they're actually really, really good. In particular, I love this palette. It's got like a blush, it's got a sort of bronzy colour and a highlight, so you can do your contour, plus it's got some neutral shades. You can tell I've been using it at the top here, if you can see those. And this highlighter is particularly lovely, and I do use that sometimes because it's just it's not too shimmery. You can see it there just on the skin. It's not overly shimmery, so you're not like bam. The blush is a really pretty pink blush, which I like. Again, it's just a lovely flushed colour. And then the bronzer is a matte bronzer. You can see it there. Just do a little swatch for you there. It's almost like a blush just there. You could use it as a blush actually, but it's lovely. So all those three colours are lovely. This is a dupe, sort of a dupe. It's the same shape as, the Tarte palettes. And it's got one matte eyeshadow, which is this light one here, and then it's got the rest of shimmers, which are just lovely. Especially, there's a lovely taupe colour here, just there. You can just see that there. And they're lovely and pigmented, like most of the shadows. I'll show you that there. Really, really pretty. Another one that I have that's round is this one, and you're going to see a theme here because I have a lot of similar colours. This is a very neutral one, and I do use this. My favourite sort of colours are the taupey colours. There's one at the bottom just here, and it's like a lovely taupey bronze, which is really nice. And then there's a pink champagne-y colour as well, which is there. And there's actually another champagne, which I've not used yet. Oh, look at that. That's just lovely. And I do love those sorts of colours. So for me, this is the perfect, ideal sort of palette. They are slightly powdery, but, you know, the thing is, with eyeshadows, you do sort of blend them out. So it's not too much. There's not a lot of fallout on these. And these are perfect for travelling. They don't have a mirror though, but I wouldn't be gutted if I lost them, but because I've actually got very similar colours in other palettes. But I do like them, and they do stay in my drawer. They don't fit anywhere though, with them being round, but that's what makes them different, I suppose. Next up is another free one I got. This is the I Heart Sin, and it comes with this lovely plastic heart on the top, like jewel heart. And I love this because actually it's got some beautiful colours in there, and the colours that are in there are not all shimmery. Some of them are matte. There is a beautiful purple shade here, which I really like. And it's subtle as well, so you don't have to have... There's a lovely matte shade here, which is really nice. It smells a bit chocolatey, actually. It smells like the I Heart chocolate palettes. And it's the same sort of layout as the I Heart chocolate palettes. And this is perfect for any sort of colourful look that you're going for. I like to use these sort of bright blues as a pop of colour. Really, really love those. So I love this palette actually, and I do pick it up. In fact, I use all of my palettes, so, you know, I'm not somebody who doesn't. Next, I think this was free as well, actually. I seem to have a lot of free palettes from them because I buy so much, I think. And this is the I Heart Makeup You're Gorgeous palette. And this comes with 32 eyeshadows. And this has got 4, 8, 9, 10 mattes. Is it 10 mattes? Yeah, 10 mattes and 22 shimmers. The 22 shimmers are at the top here. Real neutral colours. And then the 10 mattes are here. This is quite a cool toned palette, as you can see. I rarely use this one. I have a couple of times, but I haven't often, but there's some really nice crease shades. This one, for example, is a beautiful crease shade, and also this kind of indigo one is really lovely too. So, you know, if this may be really good for traveling because it's actually got everything you may want in there, but I don't pick it up as often as I would like because a lot of the shades are duplicated. So things like, and they're not as pigmented as they still are. Let's be honest, they are still pigmented. They are nice, but it's not one that I reach for as much. And then the chocolate obsession started, and the I Heart Chocolate palette was the first one. And if you didn't know, this is a direct dupe for the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. I say direct, apart from the fact that these two colours are in opposite sides. And I mean, I don't have the I Heart, the Too Faced palette at all. It does slightly smell of chocolate, just a tiny bit like cocoa rather than real chocolate. I think that the I Heart Naked Chocolate one, it smells more like chocolate. The colours are really neutral, they're really lovely. I don't reach for it as much as I would want to, because I reach for another one more. But I do love this palette, and I will be using it for more, as much as I can, really. There's some beautiful shades in there. That one is particularly lovely. It's like a cocoa colour, and they are really pigmented, these. When you look at that, when you kind of smudge that out, it's just such a lovely garnety kind of colour. That is lovely. That was one swipe and it just goes so far. So I really like that. They are very pigmented, these ones in particular, and I love the packaging. The next one I got was the dark chocolate one, because I thought, well, you can't have milk chocolate without dark chocolate. And I actually prefer the colours in this, I think. I've only really swatched this. I haven't really used it. There's a beautiful colour down here. But they're very similar to everything I have. These two in the top look quite similar to each other. But I think one's a bit more greeny. Yeah, one's a bit more dark. But they're just so lovely. And, you know, I should really get some more wear out of them, to be honest. I will try. I think I'm going to try and pan one. And if I do, it will be this one. This is the white chocolate one. Now, I've heard there's going to be a pink chocolate one coming out, and I'm just really excited. But this is my favourite. You can see I've battered this one. Although, yeah, there's a couple of dents. This colour is beautiful. It's a lovely, lovely highlight shade there. I don't know whether you can see that, actually. No, you can't really see it. Slightly powdery. Also, this highlight colour down the bottom here. That is gorgeous too. I love that. I use that a lot. And this goldy colour down the bottom here I used quite a lot too, and I love that. Can you see that? Is it going to focus properly? Yeah, you can sort of see it. And that, look at that when it kind of swatches out. It is lovely. Now, against my skin tone, it doesn't look great, but on my eyes, it really does. It is beautiful, and I really, really love it. Out of all of the palettes, this is my favourite. I love the shades in this, and yeah, it does smell like chocolate. I know some people say it doesn't, but it smells slightly of chocolate. It's not got a mega chocolate smell. So they're all my I Heart makeup ones. But the ones that are my pride and joy, really, are in this case. I wonder if I can pick this up without spilling any. Oh, yes. Oh no, there they all go. They're in this case here. And I'll go through them one by one. Yeah, so starting with the Redemption Palette Iconic 1. I've only just recently got this, and I've been using it so much. And this is the dupe for the Naked one, well, the Naked palette, the original one. I think this is incredible, actually. The formula of these are really good. The one that everybody doesn't like is sort of the goldy one, but I really love that. I've used that a lot. It's so, so, so creamy and soft. Look at that. I have used this a lot, and it's a great one to travel with. And I think, having watched a lot of Perfect Palette tags, there are many people who really love their Naked palette. And I thought, well, if they love that, I'll definitely get this then, because it's a testament to kind of the colours that are in it more than just the pigmentation. And this colour here is really pretty as well, like a taupey mauvey colour. Yeah, the pigmentation in this is amazing. I do really love that. One that I haven't opened yet is the Iconic 2 and the Iconic 3. So I haven't opened these yet, just based on the fact that I don't want to start using them until I've sort of used some of my other palettes, because they are very neutral. This is a lot more cool toned, you can see there. There is only 2 mattes in this palette. Oh, there's one at the end, I think. A couple of satins and a couple of glitters. And I know, again, this is people's favourites. And then finally, the Iconic 3, which is exactly the same. I haven't opened this either, because it's the same as my Naked 3 palette. And do you know what? When I bought it, I didn't know that. I bought this because I loved the colours in it. And then I noticed that it was literally the same as my Naked 3. I hadn't realised it was when I first sort of happened upon Makeup Revolution. So this hasn't been open, but as soon as I finish Strange, I'll be heading towards this palette, to be honest, to get the same colour out of it, because I love that. Next up, my final Redemption palette. But the Redemption palettes are the, I think they've got 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Yeah, 12. They've all got 12 shadows in, really long shadows. And this one is one of my favourites as well. And this is the Mermaid versus Unicorn. And I didn't think I would like this. Don't ask me why. I never thought I'd use colours like this, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to get it out. I just pinch myself out. I'm going to get it because I really want to try it. And I do actually use it. These 2 colours in particular here, sort of garnety, reddy colour, and the purple, really, really love them. Let's see if I can get a good swatch for you. Yeah, this one is just so beautiful. Look at that. It's so nice. And that one there, it's not a dupe for anything, but that's okay, because that's not why I buy them. And they're really, really lovely on the eyes. They're really good in the crease, actually, when you're doing a purple eye look. And I really like them. You can also see I've used some of the blues down here, and that's because as a pop of colour, that's what I've been enjoying. That really hurt. Oh, never mind. Okay, so next up are the Iconic 1 and 2. So this is a Salvation palette still, the Iconic 1 and 2. And you can see I've made quite a dent again in the Iconic 1. I really like this palette. It is a dupe for the Lorac 1. And the Iconic Pro 2 is a dupe for the Lorac 2. Now, I don't really pick this one up as much. I don't know why, actually, because it is really lovely. I just haven't yet, and that's because, well, if you watch my videos, you'll know that I've got so many palettes that's probably why, and I'm using quite a lot of my high-end ones, actually. My Cargo palette seems to be number 1, but the Iconic Pro 1 is one that I pick up quite a lot. And then we have a palette, it's called the Euphoria Palette. Now, there were 4 of these, I think, or 3 of these, but I just got the lightest one, and it's got a contouring, 3 contours, and then it's got some neutral shades in. This, again, is really, really good for travel, and I did a look based on this, and again, I quite like look at that, the highlighter is actually really beautiful. A lovely highlight, again, not too shimmery, which I like. The bronze is slightly too orange for me, but it's okay. It's again, it's a matte bronze, so that's really lovely. And the blush is actually really shimmery. It's like, I guess you could say it's a bit like NARS Orgasm. It's got that sort of gold sheen. Can you see it there? It's really, really pretty. So I really like this. For travelling especially, this is a great palette. But I only got one because I didn't need the others. I'm now covered in swatches, typical. Next up are my Salvation palettes. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 Salvation palettes. And I think I'm only missing 2 out of all of them. So the first one I bought is the limited edition Salvation palette. And it's got a Spanish name that I can't read, so I'm not going to. And it's got this hologram on the front, which I love. I love that. And this is my most colourful palette in terms of the Salvation. The good thing about the Salvation palettes is they've got the 6 mattes, and then they've got the 12 shades here. They've all got 18 colours in. But I love the mattes in these. They're really good. A lot of them are great crease colours. If you are somebody who likes to use things in the crease, I would definitely go for a Salvation palette. This yellow is literally the most intense yellow I have ever seen. But what's really nice, I mean, it's really lovely if you put it over something. But what's really nice is you can use it still. I think it's a great colour. You've got some neutrals at the end here if you want to take that away. There's beautiful pink here, which is just so beautiful. And yeah, I love that palette. I bought it because it had that yellow and that pink, because I wanted something that was less neutral, but I really love it. Like I say, the colours vary. All of them have got similar colours in, so there's not anything with any unique colours. Oh, actually, I lied about the Salvation palettes. I've just realised that I've got, I don't know how I've done this, but, oh, I've got 2 blush palettes. I'll go through the Salvation palettes first because they're there. The next one I got is Girl Panic, and I love this one. I think the colours are just stunning. It's very warm toned, apart from this cool blue here, which I like as an additional. Again, the mattes here are great for crease colours. Really beautiful as well. The pigmentation in the mattes is just amazing. If you have a look at that, it's just so nice. That is actually a dupe for Nuna from the Naked 3 palette. There's some beautiful pink shades in there, and then there's this shade, this copper shade, which I don't believe I've got anywhere else, and it is just beautiful. I don't know where I'm going to put this on my arm. There you go. Really, really, really lovely. So I love this one for that. You'll notice a theme though, because a lot of my Salvation palettes look the same. I'm going to put those back here because I feel like it's getting messy. I hate my makeup being messy. The next one is Run Boy Run. Again, a very neutral palette. It's got this beautiful garnet colour here, which I love. I'll put that on my arm here. It's so beautiful. There's nothing like it. I don't have anything like that anywhere else. Not sure how I would wear it, but I'm sure I'd find a use for it. God, they're really good eyeshadows. They really are. The next one I have is Hard Day. This was the first Salvation palette that I've had, and I do use this one quite a lot. You can see here I've made a bit of a mess out of that. I use all of them. I like this one because not only have you got the sort of light shades down here, you've also got a nighttime part up here. So if you wanted to do a smoky eye, it's really good. Those colours are beautiful in here. This black, one swipe, oh look, is amazing. Just so incredible. For a smoky eye, it's just lovely. I really love those. Lovely purple in there as well. They are all different, but there's some similar colours. That's the thing. This one is called Girls on Film. I received this from It's M channel, and this is a beautiful rosy coloured palette, which I really like. Again, I really love this. There's another taupey shade. Now, there's so many with this lovely taupey shade. I mean, this has come up so many times, but it is a really good colour. I think a lot of people do love wearing that colour. And another colour I really like is, there's this like rosy colour here. So yeah, I think, yeah, you're getting a picture really of why I've bought them and why I have them. It's just which one to choose. I find it hard to choose them. The next one is the Ultimate Colour Chaos palette. Now, I only just bought this. I can't open it. And this is just, well, let me show you. Isn't that just incredible? For colours, that is just brilliant. Now, I've not swatched any of these. There's a weird yellow. The orange is beautiful, actually. I have swatched the orange because I've never worn orange on my eyes. I'm just going to swatch this sort of, oh, it's like a shimmery yellow. That's an odd colour. It's like a lime green, actually, if anything. That one there is a lime green. That's awesome. And then this green here. Oh, wow. Okay, well, that is just... What a beautiful green colour. How beautiful. So, yeah. Will I use this very often? Probably not, but I don't have anything else like this. And I like to create looks. I'm going to be using this probably at Halloween, but also just to create some other poppy looks, like something that isn't too neutral. Try something different. Next up, oh wait, I've just showed you that one. I've shown you that one. What Are You Waiting For? This was another one I bought recently. Oh, you can tell I've not opened these ones very often. Oh, genuinely couldn't get that open. This one is, oh, it's just beautiful. Just look at that. That is so gorgeous. I know it looks like the others, but to me it doesn't, because they're slightly darker tones. There's a gorgeous gold here. I'm just going to ruin this palette, aren't I? Just look at this gold colour. Oh, I love it. Yeah, that is so gorgeous. Oh, that is such a beautiful palette. And I'm really pleased I got it, because I wasn't going to, but I did in the end, because it was 3 for 2. And finally, my newest one, and the reason I got them recently, is the Unicorns Unite. And gosh, that is ultimately the most beautiful palette out of all of the Salvation ones, because it's got a slightly different tone to it. It's purpley, I don't know how to explain it. It'd be great for blue, for green eyes, this palette, actually, especially the mattes up here are all purple shades. I just love it. I love it. You can tell I've not really used it because I've got the slip still in there. Oh, it's just lovely. I wish I kept all the slips, because I don't know the colours on any of them, which is a pain. Next up, I have my 32 shade ones, and this is before I show you my other ones, I've got this one, which is the Flawless Mattes, which I have used a lot. Oh, I can't get it open. I love this one. I love a matte palette. I haven't got any others in terms of just mattes. And I don't need any other matte palettes, because I've got this. This is so neutral and it's so lovely. You can create any sort of look. It's really great. If you haven't got the right crease colour, you will find it in here. And I love that. It's really good transition shades. Some of them are really similar, like that one and the one below. In the camera, you can see it is different, but it looks so similar in the palette. But do you know what? It doesn't matter. They're quite small eyeshadows. But they'll last forever, I think, because I rarely use anything like this. As much, like I don't use it all over the lid or anything, but I do love this palette. That was the first 32 eyeshadow I got, and then the final 2 32 eyeshadows I got were Affirmation, which, oh god, I can't control how beautiful that is. Just look at that, it is stunning. I guess if you were going to take anything away, you'd have to take one of the 32 shadow palettes away, because you just get so many looks out of this. Especially because it's so neutral with those two, but this end here, that lovely kind of silvery blue and these purple shades here, they're just perfect. Really beautiful. And finally, Mermaids Forever. I mean, this palette, this really could create anything, couldn't it? Such a gorgeous palette. These greens are just gorgeous. This area down here is stunning. I've never seen a shade like this peachy colour before. Just so pretty. And actually, it's really neutral. Be a lovely wash of colour over the eye. So yeah, I love those. All of them are... The pigmentation is usually good. You might get 1 or 2 shadows where you think, not great. But then... They don't just sell eyeshadow palettes, and these are the last 2 that I have. Have I got a smudge there? And I've been talking to you with this smudge. Oh, well, whatever. The Sugar and Spice and the Golden Sugar Ultra Blush palettes. Now, they've got, I think they've got 8 blushes in. Yeah, I've used this a lot. You can see that I have. I really love this. They've got a matte bronze, but it's maybe slightly too dark for me. I don't know whether you can see that. They've got a shimmery bronze. I would never wear that on my face. It's not that bad, actually. I think I've just never attempted to. And then they've got these sort of baked blushes. And they're incredible, actually, because when you look at them, you think, oh, my God, they're going to be so difficult to wear. I'm just going to wipe my hands because I've got too much stuff over my hands. But I want to show you them. So this pink one I would definitely use as a highlighter. It is not as pink as you see there. And also this silver one, which is just the most incredible highlighter. It's so poppy, if you like that sort of thing. And then this sort of bronzy one down the bottom, which I also like. Those 3 are definitely highlighters. In terms of blush, you've got this one, which in the pan looks sort of mauvey, but when you put it in your finger, it actually comes out a corally highlighter. I mean, you know, who would have thought that that was possible? You can see it there. It's really, really beautiful. This one here, which looks purple, comes out a pinky shade. So hard to show you because they're so subtle. Oh gosh, I'm running out of space now, aren't I? Let's try it there. Yeah, you can see it's a lot pinkier, pinky mauve, love that. And then there's this bronzy one, which is maybe slightly too much for me in terms of colour. I wouldn't wear this on my cheeks, but I certainly would wear it on my eyes. It's such a pretty colour for the eyes. So yeah, that is the Golden Sugar one. And because I got that, I had to get the Sugar and Spice one because I actually wanted this one originally. So there's these colours in there. You've got this mauvey colour. Oh God, it's so pretty, but it comes out like a silver. Such a pretty highlight, so beautiful. And then this lovely pinky one. And actually, I think out of all of the shimmery ones, this is my favourite. It's such a subtle colour. That's why I like them. Yes, you want pigmentation, but when it's a blush, I don't think you do. Then there's these neutral ones here, which you've got this lovely corally colour here. Oh, you can't really see that on my finger because I've ruined it. Lovely coral. This bright pink. Now that is pretty pigmented, but it does blend really nicely. If I just show you. So there, nice flush of colour. You probably have to be a little bit light-handed on these matte ones. And then there's like a bronzy colour, but it's still a blush, I would say. It's like a darky bronzy colour. But actually, yeah, you can see it there. It comes out more of a flushed colour. I love these palettes. And if you want me to do any looks based on any of the palettes, which I might do because I'm going to be shopping my stash, as I've said before, please do let me know. I store them in this, oh, let's see if I can get it to stand up now. Right. I store it in this. Oh goodness, here we go. They're all falling out. Okay, I'm going to try and put this back. I'll just try and hold it up. I store it in this because there are so many of them. Oh, let's see if I can get this back. Right, sorry, I've got the worst top on for this. I probably shouldn't have done that. So yeah, I love those. I'm covered in swatches now. Look, this is ridiculous. I look like an idiot, but never mind. I would highly recommend any of them. My favourite ones, I don't really think I have a favourite one. The one that I seem to reach for the most is probably this one, which is the Naked Chocolate, and the Hard Day palette, and the Iconic Pro one, and the Iconic one, and the blush palettes. Yeah, they're the ones that I reach for the most, but it doesn't mean I won't be using any of the others. So I do use them, and I really have got quite a lot now. So all in all, I've got 20, what was it? 20, why can't I count? 27 palettes, which is slightly excessive, only for Makeup Revolution and I Heart Makeup. I will go through my other palettes with you one day, but that is currently my Makeup Revolution I Heart Makeup palette collection. Let me know if there are any that I should have and I'm missing, that you use all the time. Let me know if there's any in there that you are loving and you've got any looks that you've created. Drop a comment down below. I know this video has been massively long, but give it a thumbs up if you've stuck with me, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.